The kiss that never dies. Spring. Indeed, the world is very old, but every spring it grows young again when the angels of nature reconstruct it. While asleep and fused in a kiss that unlocked and merged their souls, Peter and Angelina shared their dreams, while a nightingale sang nearby. They left their bodies and were able, as spirits, to see far beyond human vision and on into the life of things. Time had slowed down, and so they could even catch flowers in the act of forming, by mirroring the pixies and obtaining their colors from the reflections. Peter and Angelina watched as butterflies came to life in the souls of pansies, embodied there by an extension into the third dimension of fluttering flight, looking like flowers floating on air and leaving only their dusty shadow prints behind on the pansies. Angelina and Peter could see in the dark, for tulip lamps lit the path of the lane and the hollyhock torches illuminated the clearings. The secret hollows glowed at midnight from the crocuses that were cups of stored sunlight. In the luminous backwood haunts, the flowers could be seen growing from the touch of nymphs. They saw fairies' frocks made of elfin sewing and ladies' lockets, or bleeding hearts, the two heart-halves joined in love, a gift to the imagination from the spirits loosed from Eden, along with Adam and Eve. From the virgin Virgo were strewn asters or starworts in the form of stardust and tears streaming down from the night sky. And wherever fairies had just romanced, wild pansies, once known as Jump Up and Kiss Me, soon sprouted and sprung from the amorous power of the sprites' images. Lighter than air in their spectral forms, Peter and Angelina flew down the slopes of the hillsides, sailing just above treetop level, sometimes grabbing onto branches and slingshotting ahead, well out over a lake that was covered by a roiling fog, their perpetual momentum carrying them wherever they wished, a real-time virtual reality composed from the computing power of their united brains. They glided down the gradient from middle age into childhood, through all the timeless ages and all the ageless times. Peter was again the centaur and soon became Pegasus, having sprouted wings, and Angelina was transformed into the flying tigress. Here and there they darted in and out of the trees along the lake shore, sometimes clasping together their hearts, paws, talons, and feathers. The ground rose and fell as they winged along on a cushion of balmy air, washed for a time of all mortal cares, transforming to human-like forms in mid-air when they were high enough to be sustained by the updrafts. Up above the clouds they would embrace, and their soaring souls would intermingle and communicate at those wordless levels, those that gave life and meaning to figments and phantasms, which in turn gave substance to mirages, fantasies, and even further apparitions. Outer space was next, and their wraith-like forms hitched rides on the light beams from stars, riding them toward their source, and passing, on their way to other galaxies, burned-out worlds that were too close to their suns, and frozen planets that were too far away. Into the core of Andromeda they dashed, into the black hole at its center, the beginning of the cosmic subway line, its terminus in another universe, wherein they emerged unscathed, clean and fresh, and bathed in the radiance of love and light, and connected in both kiss and thought, still joined by reflection and perception in the mystical experience that we always refer to as attachment, devotion, kinship, warmth, affection, passion, and love. It was the circle of energy that came from being one and in love, and so it sustained itself perpetually. Out came their bonded spirits to review the world and all the aspects of nature, spirits shining and glowing like vibrant glints and gleams among the facets of the diamond of life and love. And in this state they awoke somewhere in time, space, and energy, feeling relaxed and refreshed by their sleep, and blessed in serenity by the feeling of well-being.